Okay, so we have a new gun model out, and it's the HTMR Blast Gun 15 horsepower version, and it's only available in boron carbide. So up until now, I only had, this was the largest gun I had offered, the 10 horsepower, and it's a 38 CFM gun, and several of you have said, hey, I have more air available, I want a bigger gun. So you know, the white nozzle here, which is ceramic, is only available up to a 10 horse size. So, plus there have been a few of you saying, hey, I do some dry blasting with aggressive media. I need boron carbide. And I totally get that. If you're using aluminum oxide 8 hours a day, you blasting that stuff, yeah, you're probably going to want a boron carbide. So anyway, these are the boron carbide nozzles that I have selected. They work great. They're a little shorter than the white one, but it also requires a new jacket. So I got some new jackets made, and then the 15 horsepower specifically needs a new air jet. So this is a 45 CFM gun. It is freaking huge, and it's a beast. Now, what I find interesting is a lot of you guys say, hey, I'm actually running a diesel tow-behind compressor. So I'll throw a picture of one of those up on the screen, and you know they're like usually 175 CFM or whatever. And you know that's a really good idea. If you live in a place where your neighbors aren't going to get pissed off at you, and you know obviously electrical requirements and 15 horsepower compressor, they're expensive, so you can buy like a used diesel compressor for a couple grand, you know, 3-4 grand or whatever. I don't know, and that's an option. I mean, man, that thing can just put along and idle and easily spit out 45 CFM or more to run this gun. So what we'll do is we'll throw this in the cabinet, and I'll show you how it works. But real quick, let's say you have a 10 horse gun or any size gun. All the parts are interchangeable. The blast gun body is the same. This fitting is the same. What differs is the air jet, obviously the nozzle nut, depending on what type of nozzle you want to run, and the nozzle. So this nut here is for the white ceramic, and then here we have boron carbide, right? So let's convert this 10 horse gun to a 15 horse unit. Okay, so you take the air jet out. Okay, this is the 10 horse air jet. This is a larger air jet, so you got the 15 horse air jet in there now. Okay, so I'll go ahead and tighten that, and then go ahead and remove this nut nozzle. Okay, so that's the 10 horse. There's an O-ring in here. Okay, the O-ring doesn't want to come out. That's fine. So there's an O-ring in here, and that is the same. Okay, and then for boron carbide, put your nozzle in. Put that guy in. And there you go. That's how you convert it to 15 horse or any other size a gun. So that's how quick and easy it is. Okay, so let me configure this in 15 horsepower boron carbide. We'll throw it in the cabinet and we'll give it a go. Now, I only have a 5 horsepower compressor, you know, 19 CFM, so you're probably wondering, how do I run 45 CFM? Well, if I start at 150 PSI in my 80-gallon tank and the pump's running, I can blast for a couple minutes until it depletes the tank down to 60 PSI or whatever. So it's fun for a few minutes. That's it. So if you want to buy the 15 horsepower gun or any of the components, click in the upper right and it'll lead you to my website, and you can select the components, or you can just buy the whole gun. I have the whole gun available for sale, or you can buy just the air jet, just the nut, and just the nozzle. I mean, you can buy all the parts individually. Okay, so that 15 horse gun works great. I wasn't able to do any more because, well, you know, I run out of air pretty quickly, so waiting for the compressor to catch up is kind of annoying. So anyway, this is a nasty pot that, you know, got pretty gross. This is probably 10 years old or so. Anyway, I think I approached this wrong. What I should have done is put this on the grill at a very high temperature, and it usually bakes off this grease because it's really sticky, and vapor blasting doesn't do great for sticky stuff. And this is kind of gooey, and it's pretty thick, man. It's a good 20 30 thousandths thick of junk on there. But anyway, just to show you how the gun works, it works great. And if you watch me blast, this thing was moving like crazy. I mean, there's so much thrust coming out of that 15 horse gun that you know, it just pushes this part around, and you know, pushes back on your hand. I can't talk, man. I'm getting over a cold and I can't even freaking talk right now. So that's pretty much going to do it for this video.